Stellar drift. Era's orbit. Era floats peacefully inside a glass-walled room high above Earth. Beside her, Orbi, her small, expressive companion robot. A sudden pulse of light cuts through the sky, a meteor, followed by a strange signal. Orbi reacts, projecting waves of holographic data. The signal matches Era's own heartbeat. Era explores the hidden depths of the station. She finds an ancient crystal. As Orbi connects, memories ignite. A message from a woman who is Era's mother. She wasn't born on Earth. The station awakens. In a glowing bay, memory. Era enters. Lights flicker to life. As the ship detaches and drifts into the stars, Era watches Earth shrink behind her. Orbi floats by her side. Together, they leave orbit, ready to chase the echoes of who she really is, too. Era and her robot friend Orbi are flying through space in their ship, the Aetherius. They find an old, broken space station near the moon and pick up a strange signal coming from it. They go inside. The station is quiet and empty. Dust floats in the air. Old photos and toys drift around, like people left in a hurry. While exploring, Era sees something strange in a mirror. Orbi picks up signs of movement. They find the control room and turn on the power. Suddenly, video logs start playing. A girl, who looks just like Era, leaves a message. Something bad happened here. The station begins to fall apart. Era and Orbi rush back to the ship as it explodes. Back on board, Era watches the girl's final message. It contains a secret map. She doesn't know who the girl was, but she's going to find out. 3. Era and Orbi follow the secret map from the old space station. It leads them to a glowing planet hidden behind a nebula. It's covered in giant trees, floating rivers, and lights. They land carefully. Everything is quiet, like the planet is asleep. It's full of ancient energy, something alive. As Era walks through the glowing forest, she finds signs that someone lived here. Carvings, empty camps, a journal with the same handwriting as the girl from the video logs. Then, deep in the forest, Era finds a garden made of starlight. In the center is a stone with her name on it, written in a language she doesn't recognize. She kneels, confused but not afraid. Orbi hovers close, recording everything. They aren't just exploring anymore. They're following a path left for Era. Era and Orbi follow the next set of coordinates hidden in the journal. It takes them into a dangerous region of space, a storm made of energy and light, called the Veil. As they enter, the ship is rocked by powerful waves. Inside the storm, they start hearing a voice, not through speakers, but directly in Era's mind. It's soft and familiar. Era follows the voice deeper into the storm. The ship shuts down completely. Then, a single beam of light pierces through. Era steps outside in a suit, floating in open space. The light leads her to a floating structure, like a temple made of crystal, drifting inside the storm. At its center is a glowing orb. As she touches it, memories surge through her. A child's laugh, someone holding her hand, a name, Lyra. After touching the glowing orb in the floating crystal temple, Era wakes up back inside the Aetherius. What she saw wasn't a dream, and now, she hears the name Lyra whispering from deep inside the ship. Following the sound, Era and Orbi discover a sealed chamber in the lowest deck. Inside is an old stasis pod empty. A plaque reads, Lyra Celeste. The pieces don't fully make sense yet, but she feels connected to it. As she searches the room, Orbi uncovers another hidden message, Lyra's voice, recorded years ago. She speaks directly to Era, calling her the next spark. She says the universe is about to change, and Era has a part to play. Before Era can ask more, a warning alarm sounds. Something is approaching, fast. On the radar, another ship, not human, and it knows her name. Era watches as a strange ship appears outside the Aetherius. Suddenly, a symbol flashes. The ship wants to communicate. Era steps into the hologram bay. A projection appears, tall, glowing beings in robes of shifting stars. They don't speak with words, but through visions. They show her a war long ago, a falling star, and a seed, planted in space. That seed was her. They call her a driftborn, someone created to restart a forgotten cycle. Lyra was the first. Era is the last. Before the vision fades, they show her something terrifying. A massive structure, something that devours light. They vanish. Era sits in silence. The stars are in danger, and Era's orbit is pulling her straight toward the storm. Era traveled toward the place they warned her about, a huge, dark structure. It's called the Black Star. As she get closer, light begins to bend. Stars disappear. They find a small moon floating near the Black Star. On its surface, they discover ruins, ancient machines, broken statues, and a huge doorway sealed. They find more signs of Lyra. Her name scratched onto the wall, her old bracelet left behind. Era realizes Lyra came here and maybe didn't leave. Suddenly, the ground shakes. A dark mist rises from below the ruins. The Black Star is waking up. She rushes back to the ship. As she lifts off, the doorway glows. Era looks back. She knows what's next. To stop the darkness, she'll have to go inside a star. Era returns to the moon near the giant dark structure. The doorway is open now. Era steps inside. They enter a massive tunnel made of black metal and stardust. Strange lights float around them like memories. The deeper she goes, the quieter it gets. In the center, she finds a floating core, dark, cracked, and pulsing slowly. Suddenly, she sees ghost-like versions of Era, Lyra, and others. These are memories stored by the Black Star. Era touches one and sees Lyra's final moments. Era races back through the tunnel as the core becomes unstable. She grabs Lyra's bracelet and escapes with Orby. She sealed the doorway to stop the darkness from escaping. Back on the Ethris, the doorway closes again. For now, the darkness is sealed. But Era knows it's only sleeping. Era receives a signal from Earth. But when she arrives, Earth is silent changed. Cities are dark, skies swirl with energy. Inside an old observatory, Era finds a message from her future self. Finish what Lyra started. As alien ships pour from the rift, searching for her, Era launched the Ethris into the sky and fly into the portal. She enters the core, the heart of a forgotten system that resets galaxies. Era remembers she was created to break the loop, not repeat it. Era rewrites the cycle, not to restart the universe, but to let it grow. The storm fades. Earth wakes up. Light returns to the stars. Era smiles. Her journey ends not lost in orbit, but finally home.